So you want to start a YouTube channel. Let's talk about that. Hi friends, my name is Claire and this is my channel, Woodshed Theory. Here, I make content about what it is like to live as an adult on the autism spectrum and whatever else feels good to me. So if that sounds good to you, or if you're feeling particularly gracious today, and I hope that you are, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, ring the bell. I almost forgot to mention that I put out videos a few times a week, so click the like and the share. Help out your good friend Claire. Today I wanted to make a video about making videos. A question that I get asked from time to time in the comments is, how do you start a YouTube channel? What are your thoughts on how to start a YouTube channel? I want to start a YouTube channel. What should I do? Being on YouTube, having a channel, it is something that I find interesting and have thought a lot about. Instead of talking to you about exact steps, I will give you my general thoughts. I'll kind of address a few things that I hear from people, questions that I get, and hopefully we can make more content about it in the future. So first, I am assuming that from this question, how to start a YouTube channel, tell me how to do it, I am assuming that you're not asking literally. In that, if you'd like to start a YouTube channel and you have a YouTube profile, so if you're commenting on videos, that means you have a YouTube profile, then you technically, I'm not even sure technically is the right word, you have a YouTube channel because your profile is technically a channel. And all you have to do to start making videos is to start by going up to the top right-hand corner. There should be an icon that looks like a video camera with a plus sign. And if you click on the plus sign, it will give you some options to upload videos, go live. That is kind of the first place to start on putting content out on your channel. I would be the first to tell you there are so many videos on the ins and outs of how to make YouTube videos, how to post YouTube videos. If you have a question on how to do things as far as starting a channel or how to with YouTube, just type that question into the search bar on YouTube, and 99% of the time, and this is how I do it, so don't feel like it's a bad thing, 99% of the time a video will show up with those exact words. Any questions that you have about YouTube, I just type them into the search bar and they are answered almost immediately. I do want to just give a disclosure. I can't guarantee any outcomes if you do any of the things in this video. I can't say if you do A, B will happen. These are just my personal experiences, things that I've run into over being on YouTube for the past several years. The first thing I would say to anyone considering having or starting a YouTube channel is to really just sit down, write out, you do a video log, just put some ideas down somewhere. What do I want out of this experience? I want to make videos. Okay, what do I want to do in those videos? What do I want to focus on? What do I want my message to be? And start putting together those ideas. Maybe if you're like I was, you don't necessarily have one solid thing that you want to focus on your channel. To get started, my thought process in starting my channel was I want my channel to kind of represent me. And part of that is sharing what my life is like as a late diagnosed autistic person. Part of that is sharing my love for DIY and crafts and yarn, etc. And I just decided that I was going to be the focus of my channel, my life. So I was going to allow myself to make any sort of video that felt like something I wanted to share. This might not be you. You might be a person who has one interest and one thing that they want to share. which according to many videos out there that I've seen, as far as tips on how to grow a channel, is not a bad thing. It's actually a great thing to have a specific niche. You'll hear a lot of advice that says, pick your niche and then double down on that niche and start making videos about one topic, and that will help your channel to grow. That isn't my personal journey. There are certain things I focus on my channel, but as far as picking one thing, that has never been and never was the case for me. And I think that if you're just getting started and you just want to start making videos, you're not sure about what it's going to look like, it's better to start making videos about the things that interest you and that you want to make videos about. Start putting them out there. See how it makes you feel. It is possible that you put out a few videos. I did this as well in the beginning, that I just weren't my speed. And they weren't the things that I ended up wanting to make videos about, so I don't need to make more videos about them in the future. It's okay for your channel, especially in the beginning, to be a reflection of your growth. Honestly, I feel like it always is. You're going to start in the beginning, and very few people, unless you get hit by the algorithm lightning bolt, are going to see your video. So it's a great time in the beginning to explore as a creator what you want to create, how you'd like to present yourself, what you want your message to be. In the beginning of your YouTube journey, it isn't going to be as good as you'd like it to be. Getting used to seeing yourself on camera stinks. Getting used to hearing your own voice, not great. Everyone hates the sound of their own voice. So as far as moving into like preparing to get ready to do videos, understanding that it isn't going to be great in the beginning and that you're going to watch your first videos back and maybe delete them or keep them, but you might cringe at them. That's a completely normal thing to go through. But I believe that you can't really improve or get better without practice. So giving yourself the opportunity to sit down and it not to be perfect and to put out the content anyway, I think that that is a great first step in starting your own channel. I did want to take a moment and give you a short update on my journey with Magic Mind. I have been taking Magic Mind for a while now. It is a mental performance elixir. What does that mean? Well, basically it is a nootropic supplement shot. It is full of brain boosting supplements. I am personally interested in this product because I do sometimes need help with my focus, and I find that as far as productivity, that this drink really helps me personally be more productive and be more focused when I do take it. There are ingredients in this that help with your brain function, and I will put a link down below so that you can see the list of ingredients. If you hover over the name of the ingredients on the list, it will take you to some studies on those ingredients and how they help with brain function. Also, they've kindly given me a code to share with you where if you use the code at checkout, you will get up to 48% off of your first month subscription of Magic Mind. The code is Woodshed Theory 20, and you can find all of that information down below. Another thing I get asked about from time to time is, I'm starting my YouTube channel, what equipment do I need? I love this question because the answer is you don't need a lot. Obviously you need some, and I'm not going to claim that there isn't some level of entry into YouTube videos, because you do need some sort of camera. But I also want to encourage you and tell you today that you don't need to get a bunch of fancy equipment to get started. If you want to start a channel and you want to start putting out content, heck, depending on what type of content, you might not need a camera at all. Maybe you want to do one of those channels where it's just B-roll and you do a voiceover. Oh, but you know what? You'd still need something with a microphone to do the voiceover. Or you could use one of those apps where you just type in the words and it reads it for you.
Then you wouldn't even need a microphone.
But you would need a computer. So there are some things that you are going to need to be able to upload videos. But I'd say the most basic thing that would probably cover all of the bases, and it is something that not everybody, but a lot of people do have now, and that is a smartphone with a camera. There are some people who only use their smartphone, and that's fine. You don't need a special expensive camera to start making videos. I know some creators who only have a laptop with a camera on it, and that's what they use to record. I do use a vlogging camera, but to get started, it's not necessary. Using your phone camera to get started is, in my opinion, the right way to go. Using what you have around you already, I think, is the best thing to do when getting started. It's totally fine that it's just you and your phone, talking to the phone if that's what you want to do. That makes it really easy, and it makes it more accessible to people. So that is what I would suggest before you go all in. Use what you have, borrow what you can, and that will give you a clearer idea of what you would use. For example, I wanted to talk about software. This is my next point, and that is editing. People ask me a lot, I want to start a YouTube channel, I don't know how to edit. Tying into my last point, when I first started the channel, I thought that I would need really advanced editing software for my channel, for my videos to be good. So I got myself video, I don't remember what the program is called. I got the subscription to that software. And I ended up canceling it right away because I realized that I could use the software that came with my computer that was much easier to use. I still use the same software that I've been using since the beginning to edit my videos. Will I upgrade my software in the future? It's possible. But I think for the videos that I make right now, what I do, I don't need to be using a specific software. What I will also say is I believe that YouTube, you can edit videos in YouTube. I don't prefer doing that, but I know a lot of people do. It's not necessarily the fanciest editing software that is included with the YouTube editing, but it does allow you to, cut things and rearrange things. So that might be helpful to you. As far as how to edit videos, you don't necessarily need to edit videos. I know that I like to edit videos because I have a clear vision of what I want to say, and I want to make sure that that message is getting across. However, some people do not edit their videos, and that is completely fine. And maybe in the beginning, when you're learning how to edit videos at all, you might do very minimal editing. If you have any editing questions, I'm going back to that advice of just type it into the YouTube search bar. Type what editing software, how to cut a clip out of a video in YouTube Studio, and you will find a video that tells you how to do that. I hope this is also showing you that I'm not perfect. I'm learning. I'm constantly learning new things and constantly learning how to improve my videos. And it's been about 3.5 years doing this channel. So I just have decided that doing content and putting it out there is better than waiting around to be perfect when perfect is never going to come. I'm just going to keep getting better. So why not start? And I just realized maybe I'll keep it this way to show you guys that it doesn't always have to be perfect. I'll unclip this, but the edge of my fabric is not in the right location. So I'm just going to crop the video to make sure it's correct. Ta-da! Not perfect. All right, a few more things I wanted to talk about, and that is getting over your nerves to get started. I think that when people ask me, how do I start a channel? This might actually be part of what they're asking. So, will there be nerves? Yes. For most people, I think that there are nerves when you're starting a channel. It is not easy to sit down and talk to a camera. It does take a long time to feel comfortable with it. I was a ball of nerves when I started my channel. I didn't know how to talk to a camera. I didn't necessarily have a lot of confidence, and I was so nervous. You can really see that in my first video, I think. And I've left it up partially for that reason. I want people to know that your first few videos, even if you've got great videos now, years later, your first video is probably not that good. I'm telling you this because I'm hoping it will help you with your nerves to have low expectations of yourself. It's fine. The thing about YouTube is that unless you're asking people to watch your videos after you started a channel, for a while, you'll probably have very low viewership. The idea is to start small and to grow the channel, right? As you make content, more people will come. Now, growing a channel is another topic, but as far as getting started, I think that there's peace in knowing that not many people are going to be watching you. Now, it's still nerve-wracking. It's awkward to sit and talk to a camera. For me, I like to sit and talk to a camera in an empty room. I don't know how some people do it where they're in television and they're talking to a room full of people behind the camera. That sounds scary to me. I think another important thing, if you're looking to start a channel, check in with yourself at times to make sure that you're doing the things that make you feel whole and make you want to continue, if that's what you want to do. Personally, a lot of things have changed for me since I started the channel. When I started the channel, I did videos 3 times a week, and I'm bringing this up because on my list I put be consistent. So for me, in my mind, starting the channel, I thought being consistent meant putting out videos 3 times a week. If you want an audience, being consistent is important because you want them to come back and to be suggested your videos and to watch your content. However, holding myself to 3 videos a week didn't work for me. The better advice is to continuously reevaluate what is right for you. That will help you to keep up with it and keep going. For a lot of people, having a strict schedule about when videos come out isn't the right thing for them, and it is too much pressure to even get your channel started. So I wish I would have told myself to be more flexible in the beginning and to allow myself to make changes, and just because changes had to be made doesn't mean that I was failing. So I guess to sum everything up, really, what I'm saying is you don't need fancy equipment. You don't need to spend a lot of money. You don't need to have expectations that it will be good. You just need some ideas and the desire to get started, and you can make it happen. I think I've personally learned over time that it's better to just get started and allow yourself to get better over time than to personally learn everything up front. There are some things you might need to learn up front. Look them up and you can do it. The great part about video tutorials to me is getting the step-by-step visual, and that has helped me a lot because sometimes when I'm just reading and I get stuck somewhere, I can't find the solution to the problem. Really, what you need to focus on is just getting started, and that's the biggest thing to get over. So I would encourage you today, if you want to get started with a channel, you don't know where to start thinking about some ideas, and then you don't have to post it. Just sit down in front of a camera, or if you don't have a camera yet, sit down and, put something up that you're pretending is a camera and just start practicing talking. Maybe you're not planning on being on camera and it's just your voice. Just start practicing talking. Talking to the camera, reading out loud. Those are the things I would start to do to prep that. And also remember that just because you put something on film doesn't mean you have to release it to the world. I know that a lot of people have told me that they have a bunch of videos that they film, but they don't feel like they're ready to release them yet. That's also a great way and a safe place to start practicing without putting your content out there. I think if you watch my earlier videos, you will see the discomfort. And sometimes it's still there. But I have improved a lot. And the only reason I've improved a lot is because I've stuck at it. I think the final thing that I always preach is grace. Give yourself grace. Give yourself permission to fail. Just putting yourself out there is hard, and other people normally understand that. I think a lot of people hesitate to start channels even if they don't want to because of all the question marks and not knowing how everything is going to work. And I totally get that because I struggled through all of that to get to the start of my channel. And I just want to encourage, especially other people who, well, anyone who wants to start a channel, I want to encourage you to do that if that's what you want. I can speak to the neurodiverse community as a member of the autism community. Something I hear a lot from people asking me about starting a channel is I would put out content, but the content's already out there. I don't have anything new to add. I'm not that interesting. I totally understand how you feel about that. And I just want to make it clear that everyone has their own point of view. And I really believe that everyone has something different to share. Even if you're making the same video, same topic as somebody else, and if you do videos, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. You can do your best to make it content original and to be about how you feel, but there aren't very many new, brand new, exciting ideas. But what's different is that it's your thoughts and how you put the thoughts together. Don't think that you can't add anything new. You can. And if that's the permission that you were looking for, I hope I've given it to you. Go out, start a channel. I can't wait to see it. I do get messages and comments from people saying that they started their channels, and I try to go and check them out. So I hope that you'll let me know that you started your channel. And I hope that this gives you a little push in the right direction if it's something that you want to do. I would love to hear in the comments what your thoughts are on starting a channel. If you have started a channel, what would your advice be on how to get started? Did I cover it? Or if it's different, definitely let us know. I do want to take a second to thank Magic Mind for sponsoring the video, and make sure to check out the information on that below. I will put the code down for the discount, and I will also put the link to the studies that they have on their website about the ingredients. If that's something that you're interested in, check that out. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Good luck on starting your channel, and I will be back with more content soon. Bye, friends!